Virtually every morning I go to drive off in this car. I get about 100 metres up the road and I'm presented by an engine management fail. Today I'm going to try and diagnose what's causing that problem because it's really starting to do my head in. The guys at the garage have already put the tester on it to try and diagnose the problem, and what it's telling us is there's an air leak between the intake manifold and the turbo. Now there is one thing that I did spot the other day, and that is this pipe here had a massive crack in it just around about here, and you can see at the moment it's got a temporary fix on it. Duct tape. Now I'm no Einstein, but if there's a big crack in the pipe then surely that's an air leak. So the first job I'm going to do is change this duct. So that is the duct that's going between the intake manifold and the turbo. The other problem it could be is the Vanos sensors. Now there's two on this car. There's one at the back of the engine and there's also one on the front of the engine. That's the front of the engine. And down there is the back of the engine. Now at the moment it's telling me it's the sensor at the back of the engine. So on Saturday it's going to go into a garage and the mechanic is going to swap the back to the front to see if the fault follows from the back of the engine to the front of the engine. If that's the case, we do know it's that sensor, but equally, if changing this pipe, duct, hose, whatever you want to call it, works, then maybe it's not the sensors at all, and it's just the fact that that pipe, duct, hose has got a leak. If only I had the new part. I mean, where is it? Brilliant, this is it. This is the new pipe. Hose, duct, whatever you want to call it, from MTC Motorsport. You get that? And that's going to replace the old one down here. Let's get going. The old clip off the old pipe was really hard to get off, but I've managed to get it off. I'm not sure it's a brilliant fit, but hopefully it will do for now until it goes into the garage maybe on Saturday and my mechanic will say whether it's good to go or not. And now I just need to tighten up these clips and then we are good to start the engine and see if it works. So, is this new pipe going to do the trick, or have we still got a problem with the Vanos sensors? I think it was the Vanos sensors, he said. If it's not that, I'll correct it on the screen, because I'm not a mechanic. But we shall see. Now, normally it doesn't take too long for this warning to come on. No errors yet. I normally come around this corner here and everything's good. And I would normally take this next turn and then religiously, virtually every morning, the error would go around about here. No errors. Sometimes it goes about here. And no errors. The only thing I will say is if it doesn't come on, I'll upload the video as job done, and if it's not fixed then obviously there'll be a further video on the Vanos sensors, which are apparently a common problem on these Minis. which just adds to the list of all the common problems. But hey, you know what? It's a car, and every car can go wrong. I keep saying it. It doesn't matter what car you have. Every car can have problems. Well, there you go, folks. It's not erroring. So maybe that inlet to the turbo pipe change has done the job. I guess time will tell. If you've got a similar problem with your Mini where you're losing air between the intake and the turbo, then I'd highly suggest these pipes, because they're half the price of the OEM part, and they're meant to be a long-term fix. These pipes are meant to be much better than the OEM part. I'll put a link in the description below. I don't think it'll be affiliated. I don't think I'll earn any commission off it. But if this video has helped you, please feel free to buy me a coffee. And the link to buy me a coffee will also be in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time here on Midlife. And who knows, it might not be a Mini. How's that for a thought? What a day for a daydream. Doopy doo da doopy da boo.